Would you like to increase your manifestation power with the law of attraction? Because it's just like anything else. If you want to get your muscles stronger, what do you got to do? You have to have certain practices to get your muscles stronger. Well, in order to work with the universal law of attraction more effectively, to create what you want like that, instead of starting and then stopping and then starting and stopping, getting all the results you want quicker, faster, and better than you ever have before, you need certain practices. So in this video, we're going to talk about 6 practices that you can use to amplify your ability to manifest the things that you want in your life. This is Jake Ducey from JakeDucey.com, and let's dive in. Number 1, bless the things that you want. What happens all the time when people are trying to use the law of attraction is that somebody else has something that they want and they don't have. For instance, maybe you want a new car, a really nice sports car. Maybe you want an ideal romantic relationship. Maybe you want that certain career, that certain job, or that certain raise, that certain position. You want something in your life, a travel lifestyle. It could be anything, but you don't have it. But then you see somebody else who has that thing, and what's the initial reaction that we have subconsciously? The very first thing that we do is we find out what's wrong with them. You see that all the time with somebody who unconsciously, who deeply wants more money, but then every part of them, when they see someone with a nice car, they see someone with a nice house, they're a rich jerk, or, we go on and on and on. When someone has this great fitness body, maybe we'll call them a fit jerk, and we find these ways to make other people wrong who have what we want. I used to do it all the time in my profession as a speaker. I make videos, I write books. When I would see people with more success, the way that I would cope with where I was to find something wrong with them, why I was better than them, why they weren't doing that good of a job, even though they were killing it. And as long as you do that, subconsciously what you're doing is you're saying that thing is bad. And so what happens is subconsciously you're sending a message, this thing is bad. So your subconscious that controls 95% of your life, make sure that you don't ever have that thing because it wants to protect you from bad things. Think about it. Think about the signal that you're sending off. When you really want something, somebody else has it, and then you come up with jealousy, with envy, with making them wrong. What's happening? There's no way psychologically that your brain, that your subconscious mind can ever create that thing for you because you've designated that thing as bad, as wrong, as greedy, as stupid, as unnecessary, whatever it is. So bless the things that you want. And notice when you bless the things that you want, when you see someone with an awesome car, with an awesome romantic relationship, with a great smile, with an awesome career, that's just really, really happy, that's killing life, that's making awesome things happen, and you're like, man, I hope even more for them. I hope even more for them. I hope he gets another car. I hope his romantic relationship keeps improving and he gets even stronger and he has an even more fit body, and that he gets to travel the world even more, and more abundance comes to him, and he's even more happy. Think about the energy that I'm coming from right there. And what happens is people hold these images of what they want in their mind, but then they see someone else who has it, they don't have it, and then they make the person wrong who does have it, and they cancel out the law of attraction. So start to consciously bless the things that you want. Go out today and bless the things that you want, and you'll see you move yourself in harmony with those things. You're telling yourself subconsciously, it's okay to want these things, and if they have it, I can have it too. Number 2, brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. So I've got a free success hypnosis that I've used forever. I've used it for years. I got really fascinated because the law of attraction, it doesn't work for people all the time. And the reason is not that it doesn't work. The reason is that you consciously say, I want more money. I want more success. I want to travel around the world. I want to help more people. I want to do this thing. But then subconsciously, you have the exact opposite belief system. And psychologists tell us 95% of our life is controlled by our subconscious mind. And so what happens is you consciously want something. You're consciously doing your affirmations, but you haven't reprogrammed the subconscious mind. And if you don't reprogram the subconscious mind, you're going to get what subconsciously is implanted, not what your conscious affirmations, not what you're using the law of attraction for. So you got to brainwash yourself before the world does. You got to reprogram your subconscious mind. So I started doing that around my success, around my career, around making an impact in more people's lives. All of a sudden, my career blew up. and I had amazing success. I started showing it with clients. I started reprogramming myself. I started giving the people what I use to reprogram myself. And so I've got my free success hypnosis down below. It's just jakeshypnosis.com. It's free. You can listen to it right away. It'll program your subconscious mind. If you listen to it once or twice a day for 10 to 15 minutes, it'll reprogram your subconscious mind. And one way or the other, what's happening is, unless we do something like that, unless we use hypnosis, unless we start to do that, what happens is we base our subconscious programming based off of the world outside of us. So unless you start to program yourself that there's amazing financial abundance in the world, that there's amazing opportunity for you to find happiness, and that there's amazing romantic partnerships out there and you can do what you love and make a difference, unless that starts to become your dominant subconscious frame of mind, what happens is you look outside with your eyes and you say, well, I don't have much money. I mean, it just seems like nothing really goes my way. I mean, there's no good guys out there, there's no good girls out there. How could I ever have what I want? And then that subconscious story gets imprinted because we're emotionally charged to it. So download my free success hypnosis and start to notice in your life when you're letting the outside world brainwash you and say, I deliberately choose that I'm going to hold the images of what I want in my mind, and slowly but surely you start to reprogram your subconscious. Number 3, pick a statement and put it on an index card. This has changed my life, and I know it's changed a lot of people's lives. So think about the main vision for your life, something that you really want to attract and manifest into your life. And notice that what happens is generally we're thinking about the opposite of it. We're thinking about the lack of it. We're thinking about it not being in our life, because everything is really two things. It's the presence of it. It's focused on the opportunity that I have in this moment to make an amazing video that hopefully will reach millions and millions of people, and it'll inspire you and it'll reach people. Or in my head, I can be thinking of, man, I don't know if this is going to be a good video. I'm focused on the absence of what I want, which is to impact, which is to reach more people, which is to impact more lives. And what happens is we're always focused on the opposite of what we want. So a way you can start to reprogram your subconscious mind to hold the image of what you want is to get a 3x5 index card. Or if you don't have one in front of you, just rip out a corner piece of paper. And then in the present tense, right, I am so grateful that, and then write out whatever it is. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm making $100,000 a year. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm traveling the world and I'm able to inspire people. I'm so happy and grateful now that my new business is finally off the ground, impacting thousands of people. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm meeting amazing new friendships, and I've grown my circle of influence that's allowed me to grow as a person and inspire more people. Whatever it is that you want, put it in an affirmation, carry it in your pocket, and start looking at it hundreds and thousands of times a day. If you want to take it a step further, even tape it onto your steering wheel or onto your dashboard so you're subconsciously seeing that, right? Psychologists tell us that what's happening is we're seeing, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of advertisements every single day subliminally, meaning that we're not consciously picking up, but subconsciously we're actually processing hundreds of millions and billions of bits of information outside of our conscious awareness. So what's happening with advertising is subliminal messages pop up and they say, in the corner, like something that signals that you're not good enough, or you need this, or this beautiful lady or attractive man has this thing. And it's not conscious, but slowly it starts to brainwash us to want something, to desire something. Well, the same is so if you do that with things that you want. So if you take an index card and you start to use subliminal techniques like this, you carry it in your pocket, what's happening? Well, after a while, when you start to drill that affirmation in, it's like the chorus of a song. It plays over and over and over and over and over and over in your head. What's happening? You're starting to embody it. It's starting to become real. And what else is happening? You stick your hand in your pocket. You don't even need to pull it out eventually, because what's happening is your fingers touch it, and then it activates cells of recognition in your brain where you remember. Well, it activates that thought, that image, and then it sends electrical impulses through your body, because every thought is an electrical impulse. It's having a chemical reaction when you have a thought to something. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a world-renowned thought leader that's able to inspire millions of people. When I say something like that, which by the way is on my index card, when I'm saying something like that, what's happening is every single time it's activating an energy within me, and the more I get emotionally involved with it, just like the only way to know how to swim, you can watch all the swim videos you want, but until you get in the water and you start swimming, by no means do you know how to swim. You have to get involved in it. And the same is so with your statement, with your vision, with what you want to manifest in your life. If you want to use the law of attraction, you've got to start diving in. So pull an index card out, pull a little corner of a 3x5 piece of paper, and write down your vision in 1 to 2 sentences in the present tense, because your subconscious only receives information in the present tense. And notice the miracles and the amazing things that start to happen if you commit to it for 30 whole days. You'll see an amazing change. Number 4, repetition of ideas. So the only way that you actually learn something is through repetition. It's not just memorizing something or seeing it one time. The only way that you can reprogram your subconscious mind to be in alignment with what you want so you can use the law of attraction is through repetition of something. So based off of the vision that you put out in the index card in the last section, whether it was I'm so happy and grateful that da 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 da, right? For instance, we'll use me, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a world-renowned thought leader inspiring millions of people. So I'll take that on an index card, and then what I do every single day is I'll take that in a journal form and I'll write the date at the top of the page, and then I'll write that out 10 times over and over and over, 10 times, minimum of 10 times. Takes me 5 minutes, takes me 6 minutes. I get emotionally involved in it. I'm not just idly writing the words. I'm getting involved with the energy, with the emotion. I'm seeing it in my mind. I'm there. And what happens is you slowly start to reprogram it. So every single day, take your vision statement, write it 10 times a day. It'll take you 5 to 10 minutes in the morning or in the night, whatever time you prefer. I recommend the morning because then you're starting your day brainwashing yourself before the world brainwashes you. So you write it 10 times a day, and what happens is you really start to embody it. You really start to bring that vision, that idea, that dream, that desire to life. And then things really start to shift. Number 5, book of what you want. Abraham Hicks talks about the book of positive aspects, which is basically writing down the positive aspects, things you notice about life or the things that you want. Well, I want you to take it in a different direction. Think about what it is that you want to increase your manifestation power for specifically, whether that's more finances, whether that's more travel, whether it's more love, whether it's more health, whether it's more confidence, whether it's more happiness and joy. Think about whatever it is you're trying to manifest in your life. And what I want you to do is I want you to take out a clean journal. You can do a clean sheet of paper every single day. And let's say, for instance, you wanted to create more financial abundance. So you literally could write book of finances, write the date. And then you're going to write 10 things you're grateful for about money, or 10 things you're grateful for about the types of person that you're trying to manifest in your life in a romantic relationship, that there's awesome people that are out there in the world, and you're so grateful there are 7 billion people out in the world. So there's no wonder you're going to find the amazing soulmate for yourself one day. Or, you know, if you want a mobile lifestyle, I'm so happy and grateful there's so many people all around the world that are building amazing careers and impacting people with the internet, focusing on the positive aspects of what's possible. Because what happens is when you want to manifest something in your life, the way that we're negatively conditioned socially and environmentally is such that we start to focus on the negative aspects and why it can't happen. So this is a conscious practice to shift towards what you want. So make a list of the things that are positive aspects of what you're trying to manifest and why it's possible. You'll see you feel better, and as a result, you'll attract more amazing things. Number 6, make the vision statement for your life 5 to 10 sentences and read that at least once a day. I've got mine memorized, and I invite you to read it at least once a day. So it starts in the present tense. I'm so happy and grateful now that. Putting it all in the present tense and writing the vision for your life. What do you want your life to look like if there was a law of attraction, which there was, and you had a subconscious mind that could create anything that you want in life if it was programmed correctly, which you do, then how do you want to program it? How do you want to work with the law of attraction in order to create the things that you desire in your life as a reality? So ask yourself that, right? And it's all throughout history. The most successful people have always had a very clear vision of what they want. Bruce Lee had a vision in 5 or 6 sentences, and he would read that every single day. He carried it in his wallet with him. He even dated it, right? So what is yours? And write that out. I'm so happy and grateful now that. Mine starts with, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a world-renowned motivational author, seminar leader, coach, and online personality that's able able to inspire millions of people worldwide. And it goes on for 4 or 5 sentences. And I want you to do the same thing. And what you're going to do is you're going to start reading that every day. In order to change your personal reality, you have to change your personality. That's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. If you want to change your personal reality, you got to change your personality. Well, what's your personality? It's a story you tell yourself about who you are. So what we're doing is we're rewriting your life as it is. You're defining it the way that you want it to go to continue, whatever that means to you. And you're going to start reading that once in the morning and once at night. Napoleon Hill calls it a chief definite aim. And when he wrote his book, Think and Grow Rich, he studied 500 of the most successful people in the world, from Henry Ford to Andrew Carnegie, the most successful people in the entire world. And they all said they did that exact same thing. And if you notice, 95% of people don't have what they want in life. 9 out of 10 people die with less than $10,000 and virtually no financial assets. 75% of Americans said they're actively disengaged from their jobs, according to the Gallup polls, which is a politically correct way to say I don't like this at all. So if you look at the surface, most people are not living the life that they want. They haven't created life on their own terms. Well, if you look at the top percent, they've all defined what they want their life to be, and then they've lived by it. It's a creed, it's a motto through which they live their life. And that's what I'm inviting you to do, because you can't get the law of attraction to work with you unless you've started to reprogram yourself subconsciously about the vision for your life, and you start embodying that and you start to believe that. At first you're going to be like, this is silly, there's no way I can do it. But after 30 days of reading that twice a day, you're like, there is no doubt in my mind, I'm creating this as a reality, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's what we want to have happen, because when you come from certainty, the law of attraction responds to you in more harmony, and that's how you can actually begin to increase your manifestation power. So this is Jake Ducey from JakeDucey.com. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you actually use these exercises. They've changed my life. I've recommended them to tens of thousands of people, and I know they've changed a lot of people's lives. I hope that you rewind this video back through and you go step by step through these. You can download my free success hypnosis, and you can listen to it immediately. It'll change your life. It'll reprogram your subconscious mind. Tens of thousands of people have used that to attract amazing prosperity into their life. You can just grab it right down below, Jake's Hypnosis. Be sure that you go back through all of these things and that you're actually applying all the different exercises. This is Jake Ducey, and we're talking about 6 steps that you can use, exercises, practices to increase your manifestation power using the law of attraction. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you press the subscribe button, and then I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. And one last thing, write down below whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life as your affirmation based off of your index card, right? So we all talked about, taking your index card and writing it out. I want everyone to start with I am, and then put it down. I am so grateful that, and put it down in 1 or 2 sentences. I want to get to know everyone here, and I want to start a chain, and I want to hope that this actually propels you, in case you haven't yet, it propels you to action to actually put it down on an index card thereafter. I'm looking forward to reading all those through. Press the subscribe button. Have a beautiful day. Go make someone smile.